Here on Steamy Torture, we steam and torture!
This is a continuation of our top 10 lists. It is now Stallworth's turn. Here is my top 10 for 2011.
I'm so interested to hear.
At number 10 is Contagion.
Right. Can I go talk to her?
Mr. Amoff, your wife is dead.
What are you talking about?
That's not how you pronounce it.
I believe it's a French film. Steven Soderbergh gets this badass cast of Matt Damon, Gwyneth Paltrow, Lawrence Fishburne, John Hawkes plays a minor role.
John Hawkes was in it?
Jeff Hawkes, yeah. More people who are fantastic at the art of acting. And I drank a Coke before this one, which had some weird effect on me because virus movies and Cokes, I just don't know. The entire time I was just shaking. Contagion, I freaked out. I like viruses and caffeine. It was a bad, but great. Okay, A Dangerous Method.
Professor Freud.
I'm Dr. Jung. I've simply opened a door. It's for the young men like yourself to walk through it.
Freud knows everything about everyone, and we have to face that. It's true that you want to have sex with your mother and you're afraid your father will castrate you. It's all true. We just have to see it one day. That's why I like The Dangerous Method. Okay.
Cronenberg's awesome too.
He did. If you see Eastern Promises, that guy's not really Russian. How good is that acting? Okay. The next film, not many of you will know. It's called The Future.
If it's gonna work out, could you just give me a little indication?
I don't know anything. I'm just a rock in the sky.
By a woman by the name of Miranda Julie, who used to be a visual artist and now she's making movies. She is one of the best writers in the independent industry right now, and no one will acknowledge that. See The Future and acknowledge it.
I've seen The Future. But are you a philosophizer now?
I philosophize.
Shut the fuck up!
Next film is The Artist. It's really gimmicky with the fact that it's a French silent film. Don't blow your brains out. It's really good, actually. It's actually really good and very funny. There's a great dog in it, too. And I mean that in the most sick and disgusting way. Okay, next film. Next film is The Guard.
Some in the Hamptons, skiing in Aspen. Thought black people couldn't ski. Or is that swimming?
The only reason this movie is awesome is because it's Irish and about cops. And the main Irish cop is Brendan Gleeson. And the first lines of the movie are the greatest. The first line. And it's very Irish, and it's just the
What's
soundtrack.
the first line of the movie? Give us a
Should I
preview.
give it away?
Yeah.
No.
The Descendants! This movie
George Clooney.
was so Hawaiian, and I don't know what Hawaiian is. I do know now, though. I mean, I know what Hawaiian is. Okay, so this movie was just so Hawaiian, and at the same time,
What's
so
Hawaiian? What does that
bloody,
even mean?
merciless. I don't know.
It was not bloody.
There's two eyes. It's foreign. Okay.
There's a lot of blood in this movie.
It's just merciless in its emotional truth, and
It's a comedy drama, by the way.
it's a dramedy that's just so gorgeous in its humanity. La la la. Okay, next is X-Men First Class.
Ready for this?
Let's find out.
So good.
Men! Behind you there's a submarine just lifting out of water.
We gotta put images. There
That's
really
what we
was
experienced.
not like Arab prayer chanting going on during.
Well, Magneto has it in his head. What's it called? That movie we saw in ETX.
Oh
which
my
means,
God.
Which means the movie theater just goes like this with the volume. And goes, enjoy. So every time Magneto lifted something, it'd be like, and it was the greatest experience of my life.
It is. Teaser? Did you see that in ETX?
What? Oh, the journal.
Oh yeah, we saw it. That was insane.
Next, Drive.
Drive is number 3.
Ryan Gosling is such a badass. If you haven't seen The Notebook, you go watch it. Because that movie is real.
Movie sucked, but Ryan Gosling's awesome.
Can you stand up and leave at this moment?
No, The Notebook was sucky.
I wrote you for a year. He's Scottish in my interpretation. Ryan Gosling is like all nice, and then he gets screwed over by a woman and he's all like... because he doesn't talk in the whole movie. It's true, he doesn't.
It's good.
And there's a scene with the hammer, which reminded me of Old Boy.
The hammer scene was the best scene in the movie.
Spoiler.
Sorry, it was awesome.
Next film, hey, is he was stretching. Young adult.
You know what? Oh my God.
Young adult. Charlize Theron. Theron. Is a goddess from above. She made this movie.
StarCraft 2 shout out.
StarCraft 2, love you.
StarCraft.
This movie was so emotionally taxing for me. I had to take a week off school and find myself. Because Charlize Theron's path back into the abyss was so painful for me and Charlize that I'm ruining your list here. That it was just like her acting made me go down with her, go down Moses. Okay.
I went down to your Moses.
Number one, the greatest movie of the year 2011 after Birth of Christ is Take Shelter.
Except Korean movies.
This movie. I didn't do the disclaimer. This disclaimer, I do not count Korean movies because then I'd have 6 Korean movies and 4 other movies. It just wouldn't be fair to America and Europe.
People watching this, essentially.
And South America.
Hey, no. There was that one movie.
Secret in Their Eyes.
Yeah.
That movie was so good.
Come on.
I mean, that movie traumatized me for days. Like Take Shelter did.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Take Shelter, I had not realized this, but Michael Shannon plays this guy who sees the end of the world or schizophrenic. And I did not realize, I was only reminded of this when my mom noticed, I was acting like Michael Shannon for 4 days. Just because it affected me so greatly. I was just walking around like, they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, Take Shelter got into me. I needed to exercise myself because of how deeply I was penetrated by this movie.
Is that why you were looking to do jiu-jitsu?
Take Shelter is like mind-boggling in how penetrative it is.
Still